What up, gang? Central Coast Disc Golf is bringing you some more dynamic discs, discgolf.io, and TrueFlight sponsored disc golf action. As always, Dynamic Discs is sponsoring a Dimax giveaway, so make sure to like and comment for a chance to win. Speaking of DD, they just got in some sweet looking new Ranger bags, so make sure to check the website for those. I'm a huge fan of that bag, really love mine. Discgolf.io is the place to go if you're a disc golf club or tourney needs a presence on the web. Really nice guys with a great product. True Flight Collective is my buddy Garrett Tapkin's disc golf company. Check out his website for some sweet hats. Garrett and I will both be at the Wintertime Open, so say hi if you see us. Garrett will be playing because he's actually good. My buddy Derek and I will be filming and hopefully putting out some next day vids for you guys. I also wanted to give a huge thanks to our Patreon subscribers. You guys are a huge part in making it financially possible for us to do what we do. But anyway, let's watch some disc golf.
Alright guys, Ian and Alex from Central Coast Disc Golf, bringing a little Worlds coverage, and we have the 2014 Masters Division Final 9, Alex.
We're there.
It's exciting. Let's do it. Alright, okay. Coming to the Final 9, Alex, we are tied at the top. Ken Climo, Barry Schultz. Patrick Brown is 7 back of that, and Jay Redding is 13 back of that. He's hanging around.
Yeah, it's top 4. Still pretty friggin' impressive.
Yeah, super impressive. But we're starting off our Final 9 on hole 1, 455. And this one, see a lot of backhand rollers, Alex?
Yeah, I don't know that any of these guys really went with the air shot before. Roller seems like the safest bet, because then at least you know you're getting somewhere down there.
Yeah, exactly. Super low ceiling, tons of trees, so it really does favor that roller. And that looks like Barry's got that lined up. He throws a super low roller, Alex.
Yeah, he does. It looks to me like it's gonna cut way more than it does. It always manages to get down in time.
Yeah, something super flippy. Really nice shot from Barry.
I guess that's what makes him Barry Schultz.
Yeah, right? Dude can ball. And speaking of dudes that ball, Ken Climo. Million-time world champ. Oh!
Whoa.
He did not get a world champ landing right there, Alex.
Nope. That went straight OB.
That is O to the B. Ouch, that's a rough start right there.
Yeah, do you think Barry is like trying not to smile there in front of the gallery?
I would be. Patrick Brown throwing out a roller, and I think he hit the same spot as Climo, but got a little bit better kick.
Yeah, at least he's in bounds.
Yeah, exactly. That should be an easy 3. Might even have a little bit of a 2 look. And Jay Yeti Redding. Really cool
There's
guy.
an air shot.
Yeah. Throwing the hyzer flip down the middle and got a little too much ante, it looked like.
Yeah. This is fine. He should be able to get up and down here, no problem.
What's he like, 150 out?
Yeah, this is a super tough birdie. I mean,
it really
for
is.
as many rollers as we saw go all the way down the fairway and then hook off right, I don't think I saw anyone make a putt from out there.
Nah, I think the only roller birdie we saw was a Uleberry.
Yeah.
With putting it in the chips.
I mean...
So that was Climo's third shot, just laying up for a bogey. And this is PB for a 2, probably about 65, 70 out.
Not the height?
Yep, just a little right. Barry finished almost pin high off to the right. He's got this... Did he have this look a previous round, Alex?
Yeah, he's got a, ante around that tree.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Yeah, came close that time, too. He got PB with his par comebacker. Solid putt from him. Looking at Yeti's par putt, and he's making this all day, Alex.
Yeah, he can just fall forward and dunk it.
Yeah, pretty much. We got Barry with his par putt. Making this, he gets a stroke on Climo. Taking a 1-stroke lead, Alex.
Oh, you got to take that.
Yeah, there it is. Kenny's making this. And there it is. After 1 hole, Barry Schultz with a 1-stroke lead over Ken Climo. And there's 8 holes left, and we are on to hole 2, 425, OB in the road to the right, and there is a Mando on the rightmost tree. You need to go left of that. And there's also OB left in the long grass, right, Alex?
That's right. So these people would probably be preferring to take a hyzer route around that tree. But with the way that it's laid out, you're going to have to do some kind of ante. None of these guys throw forehand, really, that I know of, so
no.
Look for the long ante shot here.
Yeah. Barry Schultz piping it right up the middle. Okay, we saw Nate Doss taking that line.
Yeah, which makes sense if you can keep it low.
Yeah, it had a tendency to come up short, which Barry did right there. PB is taking that bigger outside ante line, but woo,
Safe.
That almost cut rolled OB. That's the danger with that Annie. If you don't give it enough air, it can really cut roll when you land. Yeti correcting from a previous round, Alex.
Yeah, that is inbounds this time. Makes the Mando.
Yeah, it was a straight 400-foot bomb right there from Yeti. Kenny throwing that at a Wraith, pretty sure, on a big looking, nice anti-flex line.
Great shot.
Yeah, finished pin high, just 30, 35 off to the right. Or left, I guess. And that should work. PB still about 100 out, probably just laying up from here. Although really, it's final 9, he could like run everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, what do you have to lose, really? He has like 10 strokes to work with or something?
Yeah, 13 strokes, I think, on a Yeti. So looking at Barry's second shot, he's a little far out for a legitimate birdie run. Probably just going to give this a little half go, upshot action.
All right. Yeah. I'll make the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeti with about a 35, 40-foot birdie putt.
Ooh. Tickle, tickle.
No love, Alex. And Kenny, this will tie me, Alex.
He wants it.
Yeah, if you make this putt.
Eye of the champ right here.
Oh, such a champ putt right there.
Of course.
Right? So clutch. Gotta love it.
When your name's on your putter, it's gotta really help.
helps your ego. Stroke that putt in.
Awesome.
Totally. PB and Barry tapping in pars, but guess what, kids? We're tied again. Kenny and Barry. How many times has that happened, Alex, in the history of the world?
I don't know. 643.
I bet it's somewhere around there. That's a pretty good guess. But we're on to hole 3 here. 540-foot par 4. You can throw a big hyzer and then have a forehand Annie upshot, or a flat backhand and have a hyzer upshot. And we kind of see, we were seeing both of these guys last round, Alex.
Yeah, some of them like to take the high route. I think Climo likes to keep it low and just go straight.
Yeah. And that's what he's trying right here.
Oh.
Wow.
Tree got a hold of that one.
It did. No 2-meter penalty, though, so we're good there. Still throwing 2. But that's going to be a tough upshot, Alex.
Yeah. He does not have much of a look from where he's at.
No. Barry Schultz throwing the kind of the mid-hyzer line there, Alex.
Yeah. That'll get in close towards where you want to be for the Annie line, I think. Or you could even go through if you got close enough.
Yeah, it depends on his line. PB taking the big hyzer line. That's going to be the straight to Annie upshot, and look like he hit that line. That was huge.
Whoa. I don't think I saw any of the MPO players get that far left.
I was just going to say that. That was an MPO level bomb right there. Well, he did win the Masters distance comp, so I guess it should be a huge surprise he bombs.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeti, just knowing his plastic, throwing a perfect shot. Gotta love it. So that's the basket way down there past PB. This caddy's standing in front of it right now. And Climo's looking at his disc in the tree. Gets it down, but this is just a tough upshot. He's throwing to a peninsula surrounded by OB.
It only took him one shot to get the disc down, by the way.
Did it really?
Yeah, for those of you who keep track at home.
Nice. And it only took him one shot to get it 6 feet away. What?
You know, he's a really humble guy, too.
Oh my
I think if I were him, like, I probably would have thrown that and then turned around and be like, I'm the champ!
And you would have had every reason to after that shot. That was such a great shot. So Yeti gave himself that hyzer upshot and throws that right there. That'll work. He's making that putt most days. And Barry gave himself the magic window here, Alex, through the OB.
Yeah, I think he can go right through that.
Uh-huh.
No problem for him.
Super smooth. What a shot. So PB after a monster drive has either the same line looks Barry had, Alex?
Yeah, well, man, I'm amazed by how far left he got. He almost went OB.
Yeah, no, that's the longest drive I saw all week. Yeah, just a little upshot right there for that bomb.
Nice and easy for him.
For sure. So everybody's got legitimate birdie looks here. Yeti with the longest one, probably about 25 out.
Ooh.
Oh. It was un-Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little low off the front of the cage.
Yep, the champ taps in the bird along with PB. That upshot from Climo was unreal.
All of them making this hole look really easy.
They really did. It's a really tough hole. 2 really good shots you got to make to get a birdie, followed by a decent putt. Yeti tapping in that par, and I believe we're going to skip around a little bit, but Kenny and Barry are still tied, and we got 6 holes left. And speaking of 6, I think we're on hole 6, Alex.
That's right.
Yeah, 280-foot uphill shot gives you pretty much everything, Alex.
Yeah, just as long as you don't like throw too low of a hyzer and hit that tree.
Yeah.
You're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw
Hyzer
forehands.
flips something straight.
Yeah, exactly. And these guys were throwing up the middle last round.
Yeah, I don't think any of them took the wide hyzer route.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising, but they all made it work. Ken Climo, I'm pretty sure he's throwing a Ken Climo Pro Rock right there.
Yeah, I believe it.
Comes up a little short left right there, surprisingly. He's a little bit outside the circle, it looked like. Barry Schultz looking to capitalize on Climo's unperfect drive. That looks pretty nice.
It's like 6 feet short of an ace there.
Yeah, he's birdieing that all day. Looking to get a stroke on Kenny with that tough putt. Climo's got PB floats a little high, it looks like.
Yeah, he's gonna finish out over by Climo a bit.
Mm-hmm. Kind of high though, but still not ideal. And Yeti up last after taking the lone par. Throwing a little anti-flex. It faded a little early, but still not bad at all. Climo for bird. What are we looking at here, Alex?
I think he's outside the circle.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, what do you think, like 38 or something?
Yeah, looks like it. Ooh, comes up just short. So Barry could take the lead here, Alex.
Yeah. You know he's thinking about it.
Yeah, he is. PB for birdie. Looks like he might be just inside the circle. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Basket says no.
No, not so much. Yeti looking to break the streak. Somebody get a birdie in this hole.
Hey.
There it is. Count on that guy right there. And Barry for the lead.
Oh no!
What?
He had that.
No way. He makes that every day, all day.
Man. After being a pro for so long, like,
I know, man.
I wonder how much nerves still get to a person.
I mean, this is probably one of the bigger crowds he's seen in a while. But,
yeah, true that.
Yeah.
The crowd out there was huge.
Oh, it was ginormous. But Barry missing that putt. Kenny and Barry still tied at the top. PB 7 back. And we are on to hole 7. Big difference maker of a hole, Alex.
Yeah, this hole can go very right, but odds are better that it goes very wrong for somebody.
Very true. You're looking at a 945-foot par 5 OB to the right the whole way, and then a little OB trench before the basket that's maybe 50 feet wide. And what are they trying to do off the tee here?
You just want to put it straight and keep it low, because it's got to get down across and then through that tunnel.
Yeah.
Your first 2 shots are just straight. You just want it to go straight and keep it low.
Yeah, that low ceiling makes it really tough, though.
Yeah.
Philo
easier said than done, right?
Philo doing some work on the tee pad there.
Yeah, he was following us around.
Cleaning off the gents, really cool. Yeti with a pretty nice drive right there. And I'm looking at Ken Climo.
Man, I love watching him throw.
Right?
Can't say it enough.
Right. It's the best.
Oh, another tree.
Yeah, still a pretty huge shot. It looks like he got kicked out from the tree decently. Barry's going for that high hyzer flip. It didn't flip enough, Alex.
Same tree. Okay.
Yeah, we're almost in the same spot. Barry's looking at the tee pad. He's like, why don't you clean that off, Philo? Missed the spot. PB hanging out a little left, but might give himself a look at the other fairway, Alex.
Yeah, he should be okay. I think the distance is long enough that he can still take the main fairway and it'll hyzer out before he gets to those far trees.
Gotcha. Barry threw his shot pretty low there. Still got decently far, but wasn't the shot he was hoping for. Let's see what Kenny can do.
I mean, this hole is pretty much impossible to eagle because of the last shot. So as long as you can get down this fairway in 3, Barry still has that chance.
Yeah, no, that's a
And
really good point.
still get the birdie.
Yeti's pull. Ooh.
Another tree.
Yeah. Looking at PB's second shot, and he's taking the left kind of fairway around that tree, Alex.
He is, yeah.
Wow, that's a big shot.
Went with an anti shot. Okay.
That'll work. He is down there. And inbounds. There is OB to the left, comes into play later in the hole. Looking at Yeti's third shot. Ooh.
And he hit one of those last trees, but that should still be okay. His upshot can make it across from there.
Yep. Barry's third shot. Actually, a pretty nice spot to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that Ken's having to take it off. This isn't even a drive anymore.
Yeah, I think that's
just trying to place it so it's easy to get up and down.
Exactly, looks like a rock shot or something. Looking at PB's third.
He's running it.
Or sorry, fourth.
He made it.
Yeah, he did. Looking at Yeti's fourth shot. Just landing for a par.
Yep.
And this is Barry's third shot, Alex, right? Or fourth?
I think that's 4.
Yeah, that's 4. And this is Kenny's 4. It was the nicest layup we saw all week.
Yeah. No problem for these guys.
Yeah. So this would be PB for birdie.
Very nice.
That's a solid bird. 2 really nice shots off the tee and his second shot. Let's go Yeti for par. Not bad there. Barry's got an awkward stance, Alex.
He can do it.
Yeah. Sure
this is why he trains a straddle putt.
Right. I'm sure he's encountered a couple of those in North Carolina. Playing out there in the hills and the sticks.
Yeah, no even ground in the entirety of North Carolina.
Seriously. Kenny matches that easy par. And that's going to bring us to hole 6, which can also be a difference maker, Alex. Or sorry, not hole 6, hole 8. 265. That's a big Annie shot.
Yeah, this one's tricky, especially if you don't have a forehand.
Yeah, if you don't have a forehand or a big Annie, you are in trouble. You're probably just laying up, honestly.
Yeah, that'd be the smart move.
It would. We saw Macbeth get into some serious trouble on this hole. There's some really dangerous OB right before the basket. And PB has the box, and he's throwing that big Annie line.
Wow, that was way out there.
Huge shot. And he's going to be putting for birdie.
Yeah.
Getting that green flag. Yeti's lining up a hyzer, Alex.
This is a dangerous route to take.
Ooh.
And that tree is why.
Oh, man. But that was a friendly kick.
Okay.
He's in bounds. And I think that should be actually a pretty easy par. Climo taking the big Annie line, but he cut it too tight.
Yeah, and the cross there means that he never came inbound, so he's going to have to re-tee.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah. This is why this hole's a difference maker.
It really is. Wow. And Barry's making a difference with that shot. So looking at Climo's re-tee, looks like he corrected.
Yeah, he still kicked a branch, but he's in bounds.
Yeah. He's going to be putting for 4. He's going to be losing some strokes. Unless Barry makes a big mistake. And Yeti doing a little jump putt, Alex?
Yeah, he wants it.
Nice. Nothing to lose, right?
Go on, baby.
Ooh. I think you can blame the wind on that one. Pushed him out. Climo stops the bleeding at 4. Impressive comeback after that tee shot. And Barry can get 2 strokes, Alex?
Yep.
There it is.
Very nice.
Wow. PB for bird after a really nice drive.
Ooh.
Sticks that home.
Almost spit back at him.
It did, didn't it? Yeti for a par. But after that hole, Ken Climo taking a bogue. Barry taking a bird. That's a 2-stroke lead, Alex?
Yeah, with 3 to play.
3 to play. Climo's got to do some work.
He is the champ.
He is the champ. We'll see what he can do. We're on to hole 13, 625 par 4. OB left and right the entire way, and then it kind of pinches down at the end, especially on the right. And the slope of the fairway makes the hyzer a little difficult, but these guys should have no worries, right?
Yeah, I mean, this hole seems so wide open. You'd think it'd be an easy 3 for these guys, but we saw a lot of bogeys.
No, we really did. Saw a lot of OB strokes. Barry with a really nice drive right up the middle. And PB can bomb, and that's turning, though.
Yeah, so I think part of the problem is you get some headwinds with how open this hole is.
Oh, gotcha. And looked like PB ran in one right there and flipped his disc over, and he's OB. Yeti up third. He's flirting with the OB.
Yeah. He knows his disc.
Yeah,
Check that
he
out.
does. Now he's, you can see this hole. He's almost flirting with the other OB then. Climo. And that's a good looking rip.
There you go. Just a tight little S shot.
Right? You can't put it on much better, right in the middle of the fairway. So Barry's up first with the second shots. Probably about 300 out. Maybe 350. Ooh, that's hyzer and early.
Yeah. I think he's just outside the circle there.
Yeah, look like it. Not a bad up. He's kind of playing into that hill. Smart play. Away from the OB. Yeti's pull. And that's looking nice.
Whoa.
Wow. He almost smashed chains right there. Climo trying to get up and down.
That looks pretty good, Ian.
Yeah, it does. Nice shot from Kenny. Looking at PB's third shot after the OB stroke. Had the farthest drive, it was OB. You know, you're like,
Yeah, that kind of negates it.
yeah, it does. It makes it slightly less awesome. PB going a little long on his up. Has this comebacker for a 4. Misses that. It's going to take a 5. Barry looking at his putt for 3. Really needs this as Kenny's inside.
Oh no. Nose
Ooh.
down.
Nose down? It did, right?
Yep.
Just dropped out of the sky. Climo can get a stroke on Barry right here if he makes this putt. You know the champ's not missing that putt.
Yep.
You know it. It's just going in, right?
He knows it.
Yeah, we know it. Everyone knows
Barry wishes he didn't know it.
it. True story, man. Barry making the par, and that lead is down to 1. There are 2 holes left, Alex?
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna be an exciting finish. We got a big par 5, I believe, in hole 14, and then a par 4 in hole 15 after that. So we're on to hole 14 here. 910-foot par 5 2. OB Island's in the middle of the fairway. The first OB Island comes into play off the tee, and the second one's on your second shot. MPO guys and these guys kind of had to calm down a little bit, Alex, but you can still pump it out there pretty good.
Yeah, this is definitely the easy par 5.
Yeah, it
Quote
really
unquote
is.
easy.
Yeah, compared to the hole 17, it's definitely easy. Yeti with his pull, playing away from the OB and short of the OB. That should work. Oh,
I think that's inbounds.
wow.
It's right between the stakes there.
That was right between the stakes. He played away from the OB Island into the OB grass. Oh, Climo put some stank on that one.
Whoa, that could go in.
That is crushed. Wow. Is that like just short?
Yeah, what? Maybe 2 feet?
Yeah. Nearly perfect shot. And Barry?
I think
What do you
that was lower than he wanted.
It looked like it, right? PB is playing this. Oh, what?
That'll hit the left fairway.
Oh, there, you can see it there.
Should be okay.
He threw a big hyzer flip. He was trying to entertain the crowd right there. So Barry, after throwing a little low on his drive, has a ways to go to the basket, Alex. Can he get there, or is he going to lay up?
I don't think he can go over this other island. He might be trying to hit the left fairway from here.
It looks like it. That would have been a 550-foot shot to the basket.
Which would have been really awesome to see.
But not the smart play, right? When you're throwing over OB. Yeti with either his second or his third. And he's playing off to that left fairway as well. Smart play. That should work.
Oh, Ken's looking to go over it.
Oh, you know this. He got pin high last round, so he knows he has a distance.
Watch that form.
Right? Ah, look at that snap. Oh, he crushed that Wraith.
Whoa.
Looks like he ran into a little bit of headwind, but that should still be an easy up and down for birdie.
Yep.
He's over the OB island, and he's probably, 100 feet out of that. PB is not stoked off that drive, but it does float over the OB island. Or second shot, I should say. Look at Yeti's third or fourth.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Man. He's trying to dunk these.
He is, isn't he? Trying to put one in for the crowd. Can't blame him. Barry really needing to get up and down from here to match Climo, who was definitely going to do that. And that looks short, Alex.
Yeah, I think he's in the circle.
Yeah,
he's slid in.
He's within Barry range, but I know he wanted to go a little farther. Climo, after watching that, it's like, I'll just take my birdie and make you putt. PB, looking at his, is this for Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, a little long. Barry for birdie looks about circle's edge. Needs this to keep his stroke lead.
Oh, no.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, he knows he had it.
That hurts. PB cans the bird. Yeti's making this all day.
Very nice. It's Joe Height right there.
Yeah, filming for Huck Lab Media.
He was out there doing work for Smashbox.
Yeah.
At the Memorial.
Yeah, real cool guy.
Yep.
And Kenny tied it up, Alex.
Man, 421 strokes and they're tied.
Again.
Come on.
Again. But we have one hole left. Hole 15, 815-foot, par 4, big dogleg left. Off your drive, trying to get down by that porta potty, maybe by that tree just to the left of it. And if your second shot's going to give you a big hyzer, it's probably going to be blind, though, which makes it a little more challenging.
It was one of the bigger fairways, so everyone just rips it here.
Yeah. Kenny just throwing a medium hyzer out there, and nice, perfect, safe shot, inbounds. PB, taking a little more of a fun line, Alex.
Wow. Look at that thing go.
He crushed it.
Sit.
Yeah. And reaction from the crowd.
All right.
They're cheering. Probably inbounds.
Great shot.
Yeah. Yeah, huge bomb for PB. Yeti's pull. Oh,
Whoa.
come back. Come on back.
No.
Not quite. That's OB. Barry needs to match Kenny's drive, and he's done that, Alex.
Yeah. Hoping for some skip action.
Mm-hmm. They are like 5 feet from each other. Let's see what they do. Yeti with his third shot after the OB stroke. Probably just laying up. I don't think he can quite get to the basket from here, Alex.
Yeah. Hit that tree, unfortunately.
Yeah. Should be able to get up and down from there, though. So Barry's up first between him and Ken. And he's got about a 300, 350 to go on a backhand hyzer line.
That looks a little short.
A little short left, if I had to guess. So
Kenny trying to correct.
Exactly. See what he can do here. It's a big shot. See, he hung it a little farther right.
Yeah, that's got the distance.
That is tracking right to the basket, you guys. Unbelievable shot from Climo. Super clutch, Alex.
That's why he's the champ.
That's why he's the champ. Yeti with his fourth. Doing a little air bouncing towards the basket. I think he finished a little short left, but that'll play. PB after a pretty monster drive. I think he's actually throwing mid on his upshot.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Sawed it off a bit early, hit that tree, but I think that's him over there by Barry.
Mm-hmm. So Kenny's pretty much parked. So if Barry misses this, Kenny's gonna be the champ.
And nose down again.
There it is. He had about a 40-footer there. That was a big putt. PB didn't happen on his birdie look here. He's gonna be Yeti for 4 Elks or five. Five.
Yeah, with the OB.
Mm-hmm.
Good putt.
Good putt though. Yeah.
Finished strong.
Taking fourth at Worlds. No shame in that. Congrats to him. It's gonna be PB. He's gonna be finishing third after he makes that putt. There's Barry tapping in second place, and here is your 2014 Masters World Champion, Ken Climo, Alex.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun following these guys.
Right?
They know their game. They've been playing a long time. All Innova sponsored.
Right. That's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the other MPL league cards we see are all mixed, but Innova's got Masters on lockdown. These guys are killing it out there.
Definitely. I mean, they were the big dog for years and years and years, right? So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. Makes
these
sense.
guys have all been playing for 20 years. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what they had to play with.
Yeah. JB's holding it down for DGA though. I gotta throw my homie some love there. He 2012 world champ.
Good call.
Yeah. Or was it 2011? One of those years.
Congrats to Ken Climo.
Congrats
another
to
one.
Ken Climo. Another one on the trophy wall. Dude's pretty amazing. But anyways,
next year.
Yeah, thanks for watching. And we got some FPO up next, I believe, Alex.
I hope so.
Yeah, should be cool. And we will catch you guys around. And thanks for watching.